Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Team Blue Falcon here, Blue Falcon TCG, aka Thelonious, your host. This is the final round of the last locals I played here in Kentucky, over at Swords and Boards, playing into what I thought was Commandramon at first because that egg ends up being Commandramon, and this deck is absolutely disgusting. It tempoed the shit out of me. Go ahead and I open Davis, completely whiff, no rookies. Like I said, this locals was no mulligans. So just traditional, original Digimon rules. Already set himself up for 3 hits. So I did draw into the rookie, hopefully trying to get something going. Putting him at 1, grabbing the Strabi into a Korikaku and Tommy. Hate to see those in the top decks, love to see those in security. But we can't have all the wins, you know. So I do stun 1 with the Korikaku, putting him over to 3. Check, it was a Howling, not Howling, sorry. It was Ice Wall. Second check, it was the Kendo Guru. And he plays the Pride Memory Boost to pass. And it whiffs, think. Jesus, Pride Memory Boost is actually just busted in this deck. It makes me want to play Commandramon so much more. He is not playing the blue base, he's actually playing a small purple tech with the Ogremons. And it adds a phenomenal amount of consistency with the Cyborg discard with the Gearmon little blocker dude. So I'm going to go ahead and Sword Strip with Tommy, pass, and swing over into the Korikaku. Like I said, just trying to get as much value as I possibly could. Digivolve to block that. This game 1 actually was probably the longest game of the 2. And like I said, this deck is insane. We're both playing some high capacity decks, and he ends up just popping both my Korikakumons with Iron Fisted Onslaught. Card is disgusting. So good. Nice top deck. Still have the Syakumon. Ideally, the best rookie in this deck is Madoka Betamon because it does stop their massive memory gain for the shuffle back on the hard play of their Sealdramon, or whatever it's called. Go ahead and drop the Boko. Give myself a good selection, but I am not in the most prime spot. He does have the memory boost, and I do not have another rookie to search. So I just grabbed the Matt and the Strabimon. He was wondering why my eggs had a rare bend or whatever, and then was just curious about why they kind of foil bent a little bit. I don't know what it is, but being in Colorado, a lot of my foils happen to bend a little bit more than when I was on the coastal side, a little bit more humid areas. So we moved forward past that. Just a little banter between us. Digivolve over the egg, hoping to, draw into something. But knowing he has the Pride Memory Boost, putting him at 1 was probably the optimal move. So he's going to go ahead and check security, and it's another Korikaku. So we already know that 2 were in security, which is the biggest bummer. But what are we going to do? Sometimes the deck is stacked against us. We just need to shuffle better. Swing again. I'm at 1 security at this point in the game. Ends up whiffing and grabs another Commandramon. I am in a terrible position. He does have the Pride Memory Boost and 1 body on board. Digivolves into the other. I think that's the Sealdramon. So I promote. I am technically within lethal range right now. He is at 3 security. I'm a Source Ship Digivolve to draw. I get that free off the Boko, but I'm still only at 3 memory. The only downside was if that Sorjo was to go off, I would 100% have have lethal because I do have the Aslongmon in hand. So if I was at 5, it would have been I would have been at 0 after the Aslongmon, and basically put me in prime real estate to get me the game. I do have a Howling in hand, so I think it might have been more beneficial to actually just pop the Howling so that Digimon can't attack, and then set the Aslongmon up for the next turn. I think I just missequenced this game. And honestly, Commandramon just gets better consistently throughout the next sets. Getting a lot more black support is going to be key for this deck, so I don't have to kind of do the multicolor route. In the OCG, you do see a lot of blue-yellow, obviously black Commandramon decks, but this guy is playing a small purple tech with the Nightmon tech, and it is kind of busted. Like, it does a lot. Like, if that Siakumon was the Madoka Betamon, then this was essentially his only play. He checks into Susano. Like, I am not in a good situation here. He still is at... Correction, he's at 3 security now. He's at 4 last turn. I am at lethal, but he will secure the game here by doing the Atomic Inferno. And that's it. This is all I got, you know. He has the 1 egg on bench already ready to roll into the battle. Like I was saying, that Madoka Beta would have been perfect. So I go ahead and Boko this to try to dig, already knowing darn well there's nothing in this deck that's going to give me any way to get lethal. I only have 2 Tamers on board. Realistically, if I had 4, I had the 4 hybrids in hand, and then that would have gave it to me. But I'm just kind of digivolving, just kind of show force. Anyways, it's good casual locals. And then there it is, the Aslongmon. I just wanted to get as much security checks as possible and just call it good. And we're going to go ahead and go to game 2. Boop. A little glitched over into the next round. Hopefully I did quote-unquote shuffle better. And I had my opponent start just because I do like that memory game. Any bit of extra memory I get is so much better, even if they quote-unquote choke me. Whatever. But luckily the Commandramon, their on plays are all 3 to 4, so that's just great. It works into the favor getting a free Tamer. So he opened up with the Pride Memory Boost and getting a free Nightmon in play, which is pretty cool. One of the greatest reasons why I like the Pride Memory Boost and the Nightmon tech in here is just so much synergy behind it. End up getting the Sword Joe and the Kumamon, but I go ahead and opt to playing Madoka Betamon over the Kuma, passing him to 3. In my mind, I figured that the Sword Joe would have been a worse move than having a second body, because I did want to stop that Pride Memory Boost from actually like going, but he go ahead and swings 2 checks, and both my securities are doo-doo butt. So we're in a sticky situation. I'm at 3 security, not too much advantage, no Tamers, and they're obviously all in my hand. And I think that was a Davis I just topped. We're going to promote the Siakamon, kind of hopefully get something. Just getting some nice little security check pokes. The Kindomon did live, which was pretty awesome, and I got to return his little draw in back to hand. Not 100% sure if that was the right move, but playing Davis, putting him to 4, still keeping that Pride Memory boost on lock. Grab the Beowulfmon. In my hand, I do have a pretty solid move. I have the Susanowomon. Not sure when it'll be optimal to drop that. Since he doesn't really build at towers, he just swings wide like a Rookie Rush kind of style deck. Susanoo would have been great if there was a sideboard. Then I would just put in 2 more Aqua Vipers and drop a lot of my big stuff out and kind of did my own little Rookie Champion Rush. He goes to check security again into a Pokemon. It's +1 and it's another Suyaku. I'm in a terrible situation right now. I'm at 1 security. He's at 3, but... And if any of those was a Tamer, I would be in a phenomenal spot. Just going ahead and read the cards. I don't really see a lot of people play any of the black stuff, let alone Commandramon. But, you know, in this situation, I could have probably just dropped the game right here, seeing how much board advantage he has. Unless I were to top an Aqua Viper and somehow just crash that, it'd be the absolute only way I stay in the game. Kudos to this player here, though. He is phenomenal at the game. And there's the Ogremon tech. Just really out here putting in work for him. This is the first time we've seen it in both games, but then again, it is like it's just a secondary engine. You know, the more Commandramons he has in this card, the better his original rush board is going to be with that big 12-card hard play. I apologize for the Discord constantly popping up. I am on a remote system at this point, visiting Kentucky for work. So just bear with me with the random pings and stuff. Next video I will definitely try and mute those. And y'all probably can't see it, but my gears are spinning right now on this hand, trying to get as much advantage as I possibly could so I just don't die. But I think at this point I just kind of understand that this is I'm leaning towards that Susanoo. I'm at 3 memory, but just deleting 1 isn't going to give me enough to really do anything in this. I'm really excited to actually change this deck up in the next BT8 format. So hopefully while I'm here in Kentucky, I'll be able to play a different deck or pick up something. That way there's a little bit more variety to the videos. I should have brought my red hybrid out here and just kind of played the red-blue combos. Or just mix it up and play red-blue hybrid and get that nice little blitz off of it. The opponent pretty much knows that he has game at this point. There is almost nothing I'm going to be able to do. Where's the Evolve? We're in a Source Strip. And I think we're going to go into that Beowulfmon to try to do a little, just to do a little bit, put myself in a better situation. This would have been ideally to have an Aslongmon in hand, especially if I had another way to have more memory. Like if I had a Pokemon into the Kumo, still keep myself at 3 going to 2, and then the Aslongmon to swing game, I'd go ahead and reveal it in hand, but I'm short on memory. Literally just 2 Hammer Sparks would have gave me the game. And that's it. And that'd be the end of this round, boys. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment. I did forfeit after this. And yeah, it was a great game. I wasn't expecting to be tempoed that hard, but I hope you all had a great rest of your weekend. Stay tuned for this week's locals.